everyone. So I'm going to start off with Unique's Glorious Face and Eye Primer. Just put that all over, even on my eyelids. And then I'm going to apply the Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer in the color Velour underneath my eyes and in any place that I want to highlight. I'm just going to pat that in with my finger. That is the way that I prefer, but you can use a fluffy brush, you could use a foundation brush, a concealer brush, a blending bud. It just really is a matter of personal preference. Try it different ways and figure out what works best for you. I personally like using my finger the most. I'm going to let that kind of soak into my skin and move on to my eyes. This is my favorite cream eyeshadow in the color Defiant. Again, just applying with my finger. You could use the cream eyeshadow brush as well. So I'm just running that over my lids and a little bit into my crease. Then I'm taking eyeshadow palette 3. I'm using the matte pink shade, and I'm running that just in a windshield wiper motion throughout my crease, kind of blending those two colors together so that it's a nice fade and there aren't any harsh lines. I'm also going to take a little bit of the dark purple shade just to define the crease a little bit more. This is also a really quick makeup look, so as you can see, I'm moving quite fast. Now I'm taking the Passionate liner, that's the purple liner, and I'm doing my bottom waterline with that and my lash line. And then on the top, I am using the liquid liner pen in the color Perfect. It's just black, and it's so easy to use. It's just like a little felt tip pen. Now I'm shaking up my Touch liquid foundation. This is the color Satin, and I'm using the liquid foundation brush. You can use different methods of application for this as well. I usually like to use a blending bud, but I also like this specially made brush. I make sure to take the foundation all the way down my neck, and I even put it on my ears. This is definitely my favorite foundation. Sometimes I wear the color Taffeta as well. Now I'm taking the Sculpting Trio in the light shade, and I'm using the powder highlight in there to just seal down everywhere that I placed that Skin Perfecting Concealer earlier on in the video. Now I'm going to be taking the Mineral Concealer in the color Fierce with the angled brush and just defining my cheekbones, my hairline up on my forehead, my jawline, and I'm even, so I can save time, this was a really fast look, I'm going to squeeze the brush so it's really thin, and then I'm going to contour my nose like that. I don't even have to switch brushes. And then what I'm going to do is take my very favorite product, it's the Beachfront bronzer in the color Malibu, and just apply that all over. I like to put it on my cheeks where I would normally put blush, and then even up on my forehead where the sun would naturally tan me, and especially on the tip of my nose. This just warms up the face and gives you a really nice summer glow year round. Now I'm taking Sophisticated blush. I like to put this in a patting motion. I start out towards my ear, furthest away from my face, and pat forward to the apples of the cheeks. And if you get a little bit too much, just blend it in with your hands. Now back to my Sculpting Trio, I'm taking the cream highlighter and putting that on the very tops of my cheekbones. Moving on to brows, my other favorite product, the brow pencil. I use the shade Dark. I like to take the spoolie, brush out my brows, and then fill in with the pencil, as you can see here. I do have a detailed brow tutorial that I posted before. There's one on my YouTube channel, and there's a few here on Facebook. So if you want to check that out, be sure and do that. Tiny hair-like strokes, especially in this little area right here, are essential. It's going to make your brows look super natural. And as you can see, look at the difference there. Oh yeah. So I've already done my other side off camera, and now I like to take the spoolie and just brush out any of the areas that are maybe a little too dark. You really want these to look natural. Now I'm taking my favorite summer gloss. It is the color Ladylike, and just applying that all over my lips. And then I am good to go. One last step, the magical mascara. While I was making this video, I actually ran out of mascara. So I got one eye done, and then the other eye was sad and alone. How you apply this? You have 2 tubes. You're going to apply the gel just as you would a regular mascara. Then you're going to take the fibers, apply that midway to the tips of your lashes, and then you're going to go back with the gel and seal that down. I like to do the gel on my bottom lashes, and that's all. Look complete, ratchet hair and all.